Hi, I'm Linda from Barlates Body Blitz. Welcome to Mat Workout Functional Training. For today's workout, all you need is an exercise mat. If you want to increase the intensity, you can add some light ankle weights and hold on to some light dumbbells whenever you can. Okay, we're going to get straight into it. If you need more of a warm-up, make sure you do that and come back to us. But the first exercise is going to act as a semi-warm-up. So coming into a plank position, line up your shoulders over your wrists and then just bring your knees up. Try to hold your tummy in and try to scoop your hips under a little bit. And all we're doing is walking in and in, out and out, and then walking out towards your elbows. And then start with the other leg. In and in into the middle, and then out and out. Back to center. Front leg. Back, back, side, side, back, back, back leg. Back, back, side, side, back, back. Front leg. Try to hold your tummy in and look down at your mat once you have it. And don't worry too much if you mix up your sides. The main point is good form and trying to warm up through the entire body. As you get warmer, you might want to bring that leg in closer to the back of the arm. Back, back. We're trying to keep the pace quite high because we want to warm up every part of that body before we get into some more focused mat work. Deep breaths, in and in. Let's go for 4 more sets. Out, out, front, front, out, out. Now we've got 2 more sets. Out, out, and last set. Out, out, back, back. Awesome job. Now come onto all fours, and what we're going to do is bring our back leg across the other leg, so our ankles are crossing. Try to keep your chest forward, and we're going to raise our leg in a glute raise so that you've got your knee and your hip turned out, but you're still having both palms on the floor. From there, I want you to step forward, bring that leg by your hand, and slightly sink into it. So you should feel a nice stretch there in the inner thigh, and then we're coming back up and stepping forward. Back up and step forward. So this is like a dynamic move. So you're bringing it up, squeezing that glute, and then stepping forward and slightly dropping in that arm so that you are feeling that stretch in the inner thigh. So it's up, squeeze, then forward. Up, squeeze, then forward. Dynamic stretching at the same time as strengthening. And forward. Up and forward. Remember to keep your leg turned out. That's going to hit your glute at a slightly different angle. That's what we want here. We always do glute raises just parallel to the floor. So we need to even that out. And forward. Breathe out as you push that leg up and forward. Come on, a few more like this. Really transfer that weight into the arms and into the heel of that moving leg. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now keep it up there and just pulse it up. So make sure you're still facing ahead with your chest and you've just got that leg up, pulsing, pulsing, burning out that glute. Tummies are in. Make sure you push out of the shoulders so you've got nice alignment with your spine and your neck, and push up. Tiny little raises. You're already under tension before you even move up from that point. Up and up, squeeze and squeeze. Forming nice rounded glutes. Go for another 8, 7, slow count, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Now bring that leg forward And this is what we're going to do. We're going to have our toe under. We're going to sit back and make this leg straight, lift up, come forward and raise the back leg. So lift this leg straight and then the back leg straight. So squeeze your quad and squeeze your glute. This time your leg is parallel, your knees facing down and up. So as you come forward, you're still leaning your chest towards this thigh and blowing all the air out, which means you're actually feeling your abs at the same time. But the main muscle being worked in this front leg is your quad. So it's very important to try and keep the leg straight, point through the toe, and really try to squeeze that. You don't have to lift it high. I know it's kind of a stunted action, but we're trying to burn out the front of the leg on this side and the glute on the other side. You'll also feel a bit of glute as you stand up here. Weight is in the heels and you will feel your glutes there as well. Are you feeling this yet? If not, squeeze harder. If you're finding this hard on your knee, then maybe put a soft towel or a cushion underneath your knee. We're doing a few more like this. 6, and forward. 5, and forward. 4, all the way up. 3, and up. 2, and up. And last one, and up. And guess what? We're going to stay up and we're just going to raise the back leg. Up and up, fingertips on the ground. Your leg is straight. This leg is super bent here. Your knee is not jutting out over the toe. You're feeling the weight in the heel. You should be able to wiggle your toes. Tummy's pulled in. Back is flat. Raise that back leg. Are you feeling this? Glute death on both sides. Keep going. Up and up. Up and up. Try to keep the weight in the heel. You should be able to take your fingers away. You're only using your fingers just for a bit of balance. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now come back down. And you guessed it, we're raising this leg. These are going to be super tough, but we're tougher, right? So it's up and down, up and down, just tiny ones. 4, 5, squeeze it. 6, 7, 8, 8 more. 8, 7, 6, C curve forward. 5, chest is forward. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic job. Now we're coming back into that plank position, but this time we're going to go into down dog. So hands are exactly like in a plank. Come up, but this time come back. So your arms are nice and straight and your glutes are up in the air. And depending on how flexible you are, you can have your heels down or come up here. Just depending. So now try to keep your arms and your legs straight. We're going to do that same forward sweep and plant our foot. This time I want you to keep your heel up, okay? So we're going to go up and plant it. I just want you to do a few of these so you get that action, and then we're going to change this up sweep and plant it. Let's do 2 more. Up, straight arms at all times. Plant forward. Last one, up, plant forward. Now come up, rotate 1 big circle, 2 big circles, come up and plant it. Okay, sweep up, rotate 1, rotate 2, up and plant on your toe. Sweep it, 1, 2, up and forward. Rotate, 2, up, and forward. If this is too tough, just stay with the sweeps or those glute raises. Just do this and forward. Okay, don't do the circles. Rotate, 2, up, and forward. Once again, that forward step should feel like a nice dynamic stretch. This here as well should kind of feel like a stretch. And you should be feeling your arms stretching as well, and that supporting leg. A few more like this. The bigger you make those circles, the more you're going to feel that in your outer thighs, in your glutes, in your hips. Let's do 3 more. Around, around, up, and forward. I'm really bringing my leg up as high as I can. Around, up, and forward. This is the last one. Around, around, up, and forward. Awesome job. Okay, we're going to move on. We're going to do some inner thighs. So for that, I want you to come into a side position where your elbow is underneath your shoulder. Extend your legs, and we're going to bring one leg at diagonal 45 and one leg up. Okay, so you really need to use your core here. You can put your hand in front. We're going to come up and meet our legs together. So this one's slightly down as this one comes up. Emphasis is on this inner thigh. So just do a few of these and then we're going to add on. Blow out as it comes up. Hold your tummy in to stabilize your core. Do 3 more, 2 more, 1 more. Now keep this leg static and draw a circle with this leg. Around. You need to make sure your inner thigh faces the ceiling. Around. So get this one and then we're going to do 1 more and then we're going to put those 3 together. 3, 2, 1. Transition by putting this leg on the mat, pushing yourself up and raising. You're on your hand here. If you can't do it, you can just do this. But if you can, I want you on your hand, I want your hip off, and I want you on your back toe so that you really need to balance here. Tummy's in. Go for 3, 2, 1. Now come back to the first one. We're doing 2 of each. So it's 1 and 2. Leave the leg here. 2 circles straight up. 1 and 2. Come back down. 1 and 2. Circle it. 1. Big circles and 2. Leg on the mat. 1 and 2. If any of these are not working for you, just stick with 1. Circle, circle. Leg on the mat, up for 2. Your inner thigh of the bottom leg is facing the ceiling the entire time. Big circle, come up, big sweep, and up. We're only doing 4 more. 1 and 2. Are you feeling your oblique as well? 1 and 2. Come up, sweep for 2. Using your arms, using your shoulders, and 2. A bit of hip flexor action as well. I know you'll feel that. Come up, and 2. 2 more. 1 and 2. Circle for 2. Come up for 2. Come back down. 1 and 2. This is the last one. Circle for 2. Come up, it's raise and raise. Fantastic job. Oh, I think we need a bit of a stretch for that. So the next exercise is going to stretch out your hip flexor. What we're going to do is come up, reach over, push your hips up, squeeze your glutes, reach over, then come down and open out your legs. Come up, reach over, come down, open out your legs, okay? So it's a stretch with a squeeze and open out. Stretch over and open out. So I will need you to open those legs wide because that's going to help you to stretch your inner thighs, but also get a bit of work there as you bring your legs back together. It's over, it's out. You're leaning back on your arms as you open those legs, which means you're actually getting some triceps work a little bit as well and shoulders. So just keep going. Over and out. Squeeze your glutes at the top and out. Let's go for 4. 4 and out. 3 and out. 2 and out. And last one and out. Fantastic job. Now we're going to come onto our side again and we're going to do some obliques. Let's actually start in the center. Now you can either be down on your elbows like this, or you can be up on your hands, or you can lie all the way down. But I suggest either up on your hands or on your elbows. And we're going to just start switching our legs. Long legs, long legs. If this is too tough for you, shorten your levers by bending your legs. But if you can, I just want you to really kick up with long legs. So we're going to hold our tummy in really nice and flat and think lower abs. So if you come up here, you'll immediately notice it's a bit tougher. Go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now angle it to the front and we're going to do the same motion but using our obliques, we're angling. So we're walking but we're keeping our weight on that meaty part of the glute and we're really opening wide. We're on our elbow here, so you need to be on your elbow for this one to get stability. And we're going wide, 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 wide. Feeling a bit of outer thigh here as well, which is a bonus. And trying to squeeze in here. Are you feeling this pressure in your oblique? A few more and then we're going to combine that. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch it. 2, 3, and 4. Straight into it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And up. It's 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's forward and 1, 2, 3, and 4. And up and 1, 2, 3, and 4. And forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up and 1, 2, 3, 4. Forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. And forward. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Fantastic job. Okay, we're going to come into a squat position. This is like an Asian squat. If this doesn't work for you, you can come up here, maybe use the base of a chair, the seat of a chair. But if you can, I want you to be really low here, and we're going to come up and down, come back and bring your leg up. So it's up and down, fall back, bring your leg up. Now if you want to make this even harder, fall back, keep your butt off the ground, and then bring that leg up. So it's up and down, fall back onto that arm. So you're using your shoulder here, up and down, bring your leg up. Up and down, leg high. So I'm turning my leg out again. So I'm getting a bit more of an inner thigh emphasis again. But it's up to you. If you would prefer to work your quad, then just keep your legs straight up to the ceiling. So your kneecap is facing to the ceiling like this. If you want to work more inner thigh, then out on an angle like this. It's up and it's back. It's up. Make sure your hand Your wrist is lined up underneath your shoulder. I'm trying to come up as far as I can here to stretch my hamstrings. You may not be able to straighten all the way. You may just come to your point of stretch, and that's fine too. Up and back. Let's do 6. Up and back, and 5. Up and back, and 4. Up and back, and 3. Up and back, and 2. Up and back. Last one. Up and back. Nice job. We're going to the other side now. So we're starting in that all fours position, and we're going to do those leg plants. So remember, align your shoulders above your wrists. We're going to cross our legs at the ankle and come up. So remember, you're really trying to turn that hip out, and we're going to bring our leg forward, planted by our foot. Feel that stretch. Weight is in the heel, and then come up. It's forward and up. So as you come forward, bend that front arm a little bit. That's going to give you a bit of a push-up chest workout at the same time, and it's going to increase the stretch in that inner thigh. So make it big, sweep it up, make sure your chest is facing the mat. Don't turn that out as you bring your leg up. And once you see the exercise, don't look at me, look down so your neck is straight in line with your spine. And sweep it up. Squeeze your glute at the top. Sweep it forward and up. Really try to transfer your weight into the heel here. Point your toe at the top. Make it look pretty. Squeeze that outer thigh and glute. And up. Your foot at the back can be either curled under or it can be flat. Doesn't really matter. Tummy's in, back is as flat as possible here. Forward and up. A few more. Then we're going to hold it up and squeeze that butt down and up. 5. All the way. 4. And up. 3. 2. Last. 1. Hold it up and squeeze it. So remember, kneecap and hip are open. You're squeezing that glute outer thigh area. Try to keep your tummy pulled in and keep your chest facing towards the mat and really squeeze. So you're starting at a point of contraction and then you're going up from there. You're not doing this, okay? You're staying up, squeezing everything, and then doing micro movements to the top. Keep going. Squeeze and squeeze. Are you feeling that yet? Try to relax the rest of your body and really focus on that build-up of lactic acid in that glute. Go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Okay, now we're going to bring that leg to the front and we're going to do those raises. So remember, the back leg is curled under, toe curled under. Put something under your knee if it hurts. The front leg we're going to keep straight with a pointed toe. We're going to use our fingertips and sit slightly back with this glute and bring our leg up, then come forward and raise that leg. Come back and forward. So this is a small movement. You're not going to be able to get it up high. So you need to just blow out, squeeze that quad, and lift it just a little bit off the mat. And then at the back there, Your knee is facing towards the mat, don't turn it out. And you're trying to make this a fluid action. As you stand up on this foot, weight is in the heels, and you're really squeezing here and then feeling that glute here. Stay low. I want you to stay super low here. But if you can't keep your hands on the ground as you do this one, you might want to have some yoga blocks or just have some hand weights up on their ends and put your hands on those each time so you can come up higher. Okay? A few more like this. Up. Up. This is all functional training. Every time you sit down on the ground, you have to get up somehow, right? So this is using all of those muscles you use every day. Let's go for 3. And up. 2. And up. You should feel your abs here crunching forward. 1. So make sure your chest is forward. Now, remember, stay up and just squeeze. So fingertips on the mat. If you can't, then use a chair or use yoga blocks or something to elevate on. If you can, stay low in this leg, feeling that glute firing. Weight is in the heels, only a little bit of weight on your arms, and just squeeze that back glute. Up and up. Really feeling the lactic acid in this thigh. Up. Look down at the mat. Nice alignment. Hold your tummy in. Try to keep your back flat. Don't round. Up and up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now come down. Oh, this leg is already sore. Point your toe, and we're just going to do a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chest forward, hollow out. 6, 7, 8. 8 more. 8. Remember, you can be up here. 7, 6, but then lift that leg higher. 4, 3, squeeze it. 2, and 1. Yes, that one wasn't easy, but that's okay because we're going to get better at it. We need to be using our muscles in different ways, and lifting our legs is really good for us. Right, so we're going back to those sweeps, but this time in a down dog. So come up, make sure your arms are nice and straight, your legs are straight, your arms and legs are approximately hip width, and you're feeling that nice stretch. Then bring your leg up, come forward onto a tippy toe. So that's all I want you to do to start. Forward. So you're coming up and you're falling forward. Your arms are straight the entire time, and you should feel a super, super fantastic stretch in both legs as you bring that leg up. So it's up and then it's forward. Now we're going to add in those circles. Okay, so come up. I want you to circle twice and then come up and then forward. So bring it up, circle, circle, it's up, fall forward. Bring it up, big sweep, sweep, up and forward. All the way, squeeze that glute, circle, squeeze here and forward. Again, circle, circle, up and forward. Big ones, circle, big circles. Squeeze your glute on that raise. Remember to keep your tummy tight and stretch both of those legs super long. Point your toe up and remember to come down on your toe if you can at the front. If you can't, then just come with a flat foot, but I want you to try to come up on your toe. circle, up, and front. Let's do 4 more. And around, up, and front for 3, and around, up, and front for 2, and around, up, and front. And last one, around, and around, up, and front. Fantastic. We're going to our inner thigh series. So let's come down onto our elbow. Make sure it's in nice alignment there. I want you to push out of this shoulder at all times. Don't slouch like this. We're going to bring one leg up and the other one at about 45 degrees. Hold your tummy in. Make sure your weight is to the front. And we're just going to start with those legs together. So remember, your emphasis is on this bottom leg. So what you're doing is keeping your inner thigh to the ceiling at all times and just squeezing up, as if you've got a ball here and you're squeezing the air out of that ball, like a stability ball. So we're going to do a few more of these, then we're going to add in those circles, and then finally those raises. Squeeze for 3, for 2, for 1. So keep this leg up and we're just going to circle this one around, around. It doesn't matter so much which way you're circling. The main point is that at the top of that circle, you need to squeeze that inner thigh. And you're going to be feeling your obliques here as well. That's a bonus. A few more like this. Breathe through it. 4, the bigger the better. 3, 2, and 1. Now the last one, we're putting our foot down on our toe, coming up on our hand, and we're going to raise up. Raise up. Remember your options. If you can't do that, you can come down here and sit on your hip, or you can even come down onto your elbow. The back foot doesn't have to be on the toe, but if you can, I prefer it to be, because that's going to give you that instability. Up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wow, both sides obliques. We're going to start with 2 of each. So it's 1 and 2. Leave your leg up. Circle for 2. Put your foot down. Up for 2. Again. 1 and 2. Circle for 2. Up for 2. Really feeling that. 1 and 2. Big circle for 2. Up for 2. Remember your alignment with your shoulder. 1, 2. Circle, 2. Raise, 2. Come back down. 1, 2. Circle, 2. Up for 2. Let's do 4 more. 2. Big circle, big circle. Raise, raise. This is 3. 1, 2. Circle, circle. Up and up. This is 2. 1, 2. Circle, circle. Up and up. And this is 1. 1 and 2. Circle for 2 and raise for 2. Ouch, really felt the hip flexor there as well. Okay, we're going to come into those reaches over. So you're going to reach towards the back, stretching all of that out, and then you're going to come down and you're going to open out. So you're going to come up and reach, come down, fall back onto your hands so that you're feeling your triceps engaging, and out. Reach it, and out. Reach, and out. Really stretching that, feeling that dynamic lengthening. Squeeze your glute at the top, okay? So here, squeeze the heck out of that glute and out. Reach and out. Try to bring your legs as wide as you can and really squeeze the inner thighs as you bring those legs back in. Reach and out. Up and out. Keep going. Up and out. Over and out. Let's go for 6. Feeling our shoulders burning. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last 1. Okay, so now we're going to sit down and come onto either your elbows, or you can start off on your hands, but you're going to have to go to your elbows when we angle it. So if you want to start off on your hands, it's the toughest option. Otherwise, elbows, and we're just going to sweep our legs, switching them, trying to keep them long if you can. If you can't, remember your option. And really try to get them as low as you can to the mat. If you want to come up here, you can, but your shoulders are probably feeling those last few moves. So, long legs, tummies in, really nice and flat, and think lower abs. Blow the air out and try to push out of the shoulders, keeping your neck long. We're doing a few more like this, and then we're going to angle it to the front. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now angle it to the front. So it's as if you're walking, your hand is at the back supporting you, and you're trying to bring your legs past each other, but really lifting that top leg so you feel this oblique engaging the entire time. Don't slouch here. Lift out of that shoulder and walk, walk. A bit of outer thigh work here. Breathe through it. Keep going. Go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now go back to these ones. 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Up, 2, 3 and 4. Front, 2, 3 and 4. Up, 2, 3 and 4. Front, 2, 3 and 4. Long levers. 2, 3 and 4. Front, 2, 3 and 4. 2, 3 and 4. Front, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. You can do it whatever count you want here. So if you want to add this exercise into your own workouts, you can do 6, you can do 8, you can do as many as you want. 2, 3 and 4 before you switch. 2, 3 and 4. Let's go for 3 sets. 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. This is 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. And this is the last set. 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Youch, really felt that oblique. Okay, so we're coming into that squat. Coming down here. As I said, if this doesn't work for your knees, try to stay up higher and maybe use a chair. I'm going to come down, and so we're going from a squat, coming up, really trying to stretch out the back of the hamstrings, and then we're going to come back onto that arm and lift the leg. So it's a forward up, it's a back extend. It's a forward up, it's a back extend. So I'm angling my inner thigh back up to the ceiling so that I get a bit more inner thigh work. But remember, you've got the option here of bringing your knee up to the ceiling and getting more quad work. So you choose your level. You're going to be getting hamstring work here no matter what you do. And remember, if you can't fall back on your arm, sit down. That's your option. Sit down here and just raise the leg. But if you can, work your shoulders and keep that arm in nice alignment and try to straighten as much as you can in those hamstrings. Up and down. Heart rate is coming up because you are using fast pace and large muscle groups. We're nearly done with this workout. Okay, so just keep going to the end. Up, up, up. Come on. Let's go for 6. Up. 5. Up. 4. Up. 3. Up. 2. Up. And 1. And up. Now I hate to break it to you, but we've got one last move because we haven't done proper push-ups in this workout. I'm going to bless you with some push-ups. They're not going to be your conventional push-ups, don't worry. So we're just going to bring our hands to the corners of the mat or the edges of the mat. I like to turn my fingers out, it's up to you. I'm going to do a down dog. So I'm going to push my hips up. Then I'm going to come forward and through, and I'm going to let my thighs touch. And that's kind of your rest. And then I'm going to come back up. So it's down, forward, stretch, and push back into down dog. It's down, forward, stretch, and push back into down dog. Plank, down, up, push back. 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 If you can't do this push-up on your toes, then come here, down, up, push back. Knees, down, up, push back. Otherwise, plank, down, up, push back. Plank, down, up, push back. Plank, down, up, push back. Go for 6, down, up, stretch it back. 5, down, up, 4, down, up, 3, down, up, 2, down, up, last 1, down, up. Stay here. We're going to stretch it out. Stretch back, knees apart, arms in front, push your armpits down to the mat. Deep breaths. That feels good. And then just roll up, bring your knees together, and we're just going to do a few cat-cows. So come up, blow all the air out, spine to the ceiling, and then down, in through the nose, out through the mouth, all the way up, and back down. In through the nose, out through the mouth, all the way up. Nice job. Now bring your knee in line with your belly button, and we're just going to come down over that leg and stretch our glute. So we did lots of glute work, but in a dynamic sort of way. So you would have noticed that in this workout, there's lots of stretching throughout the workout, which means that you don't actually need to stretch quite as much at the end, and you shouldn't feel tight because we did all those large range of motions. Now just change your legs around, other leg in front. Back leg is just nice and straight and relaxed. We're really focusing on here. If this is too much of a stretch, just stay up here. All I want you to do is feel this glute stretching. And then just come into the center. I want you to put your foot flat, and depending on your flexibility, sit back and stretch in here. So you can come all the way down if you want to, or just stay up here. The main point is that you're feeling this thigh stretching. And then bring your heels together, and I want you to do like a frog stretch where you're again pressing your inner thighs slightly forward towards the ground and feeling that inner thigh stretch. We did lots of inner thigh work, which we don't often do, but this time we did it in a slightly more dynamic way. Other foot flat, and then stretch that out. So you definitely would have still felt a burn there, but we used lots of muscle groups at the same time, so it wasn't quite as intense as some of my other inner thigh workouts. Now just sit down on your butt and bring your chest towards your thighs. You can point and flex, feeling the back of the leg stretching. Then bring that leg across, hold on to your knee and stay really upright and twist towards the back. That's glute, that's outer thigh, and it's your back as well. And then switch it up, other leg across, and twist towards the back. Nice upright posture. And then just sit cross-legged, reaching over, reaching over, reaching across, reaching across, interlace and push forward, push up, lean, lean, interlace behind, pull up. That one feels really nice. And that is it. Thanks so much for joining me for my mat workout functional training. I hope you enjoyed some of those new combinations, and I'll see you at the next segment.